I can't believe that I'm actually at this point in my life today. Because a few months ago, I was just struggling. And the prior 4 years, I have just been full of shit. I have not been a person of my word. I didn't even trust myself. And I went down this deep depression that I had never experienced before. And I thought it was just because I was getting older, perimenopause, all this other stuff, yada yada yada. And of course that does have something to do with it too. But like I think I was more depressed because I let myself go. And I'm not talking about how I look. I'm talking about just like how I saw myself. Because it's from years and years of years of me overextending myself and giving so much of myself to people who did not even deserve it. I would do that freely without even understanding whether that person, was necessarily a good fit for me or was my friend. I learned along the way that not everyone who says they're your friend is your friend. And I've always known that, but I think when you've known someone for a long time, when you know people for a long time, you think you guys are friends, especially if you go on trips together, you have heart-to-heart conversations, but at the end of the day, as you get older, you start to realize people aren't who they say that they are. And then you realize you too, because like seriously, what I had to do was call myself out on my bullshit and realize that it's not always just someone else. What role did I play in it? And for me, for the last 4 years, I have been waiting for motivation to come, thinking that, it was going to magically get me out the rut that I was in. And then one day I was just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna film it because one thing I was struggling with was consistency. I kept saying I was gonna do something, I never would do it. And I get so sick of hearing myself say these things and not do it. I started going on walks in my neighborhood and I filmed myself. And I was just trying to just get out how I was feeling. And I said, let me do a challenge. So I started doing my 30-day challenges. They're not perfect. They're not meant to be like get a six pack and do. No, it's for me to get out of this rut that I'm in. I am doing things to trust myself again. And I started realizing so many things about myself. And I'm going to tell you something, it scared the hell out of me because it's not who I thought I was. I wasn't as strong as I thought I was. I definitely was not. I for sure wasn't as strong as I thought I was. And, I kind of felt embarrassed about it. Who wants to be honest about that stuff? But I wanted to embarrass myself because I knew if I embarrassed myself, or not even embarrass myself, but if I put myself out there, then I know I would have change because it would make me uncomfortable. And so I wanted to document how I was feeling. Yes, I go to therapy. But let me tell you something, you in those therapy sessions, and once that 50 minutes and hours up, no matter where you're at in the conversation, is done. And I still go to therapy, right? So this is not my therapy. It's just me, having these realizations that I want to share with you guys in hopes that maybe I can get some insight and then maybe you can get some insight too, or like if you're feeling the same way that I'm feeling. And like, I'm not perfect in any way, shape, or form. I am a work in progress. I will never come on here saying, I'm cured. I know what I want to do. Right now, I'm in a 30-day challenge to be more emotionally independent because I realize that my emotions have controlled all of my decisions. And that's why I feel so unstable. And I don't like feeling that way. I don't like feeling that way. I want to respect myself. And I lost respect for myself a long time ago. And to lose respect for yourself is like, if you've ever been there, you know what that feels like and you know it doesn't feel good. It's hard to get out of it, but I find like really challenging my beliefs, really challenging how I've moved in the world, and really challenging what I want. I had no plan. I just started this. I just started going on these. I just started doing these 30-day challenges, and oh my God, they have like really changed my life. I would say the first one, especially, that was about being consistent, and I've been super consistent since then. And then I would say the one that I'm in right now. I didn't realize how much my emotions controlled pretty much everything in my life. I find myself becoming more in tuned and a lot smarter about who I am as a person, or getting there. I'm not there yet. Yeah, I still do things that, I check myself about. But what I can say is that this space that I'm in feels really, really good. Good because I'm giving myself grace to actually make a real change over a 30-day period, which I find works really well for me. And I I no longer feel like I'm full of shit. I feel more kind of like grounded and less unstable, especially with this most recent challenge. So yeah, I'm looking forward to like seeing how much I change. I still got how many more days of my challenge? I still have about 10 more days of my challenge. So we'll see what else I learn. But you know what? Starting to feel a little good.